Money. It's more than just green paper or numbers on a screen. It represents freedom, security, and the ability to pursue our dreams. From a young age, we're taught about its importance. But understanding its true value, that's a whole different ballgame. Growing up, we see how our parents handle money. We hear their conversations about bills, savings, and investments. Whether they realize it or not, they're shaping our financial future. Their habits, good or bad, become ingrained in our minds. That's why it's crucial to recognize these early influences. They lay the foundation for how we'll manage our finances as adults. By understanding these influences, we can break free from negative patterns and build a solid financial future. The key is to be intentional. Don't just go through the motions. Take the time to evaluate your financial beliefs and habits. Where did they come from? Are they serving you well? It's never too late to take control of your money and your future. Let's face it, navigating the world of personal finance as a young adult is tough. It's a journey filled with unexpected challenges and steep learning curves. Suddenly, we're bombarded with credit card offers, student loan payments, and the pressure to keep up with our peers. The constant influx of financial responsibilities can feel like a never-ending wave. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and make impulsive decisions. These decisions can lead to a cycle of debt and stress that seems impossible to break. We're told to save for retirement, but how can we think that far ahead when we're struggling to pay rent? The immediate financial pressures often overshadow long-term planning. We're encouraged to invest, but the stock market seems like a foreign language. The complexity of investment options can be intimidating and confusing. It's no wonder so many young people find themselves drowning in debt. The weight of financial obligations can be crushing. The truth is, managing money takes discipline, knowledge, and a healthy dose of common sense. It's about building good habits and making informed decisions. It's not about memorizing complex formulas or becoming a Wall Street whiz. It's about understanding the basics and applying them to your everyday life. It's about understanding the basics and making smart choices that align with your values and goals. Setting realistic financial goals can provide a clear path forward. Remember, you don't have to figure it all out overnight. Financial stability is a gradual process that requires patience and persistence. Start small, be patient, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Seeking advice from trusted sources can make a significant difference. There are countless resources available, from financial advisors to online tools, that can guide you on your journey to financial freedom. Embrace the support and take control of your financial future. We learn by watching. As kids, we observe how our parents interact with money. Do they budget carefully or spend impulsively? Do they save for a rainy day or live paycheck to paycheck? These early experiences shape our financial beliefs and habits, often without us even realizing it. If your parents were savers, you probably learned the value of delayed gratification and planning for the future. You understand the importance of living below your means and avoiding debt. These are invaluable lessons that can set you up for financial success. On the other hand, if your parents struggled with money, you may have developed a scarcity mindset. You might be afraid of taking financial risks, or feel like you'll never be able to get ahead. It's important to recognize these patterns and challenge them. Remember, your past doesn't have to define your future. You can break free from negative financial cycles and create a new legacy for yourself and your family. It starts with awareness, education, and a commitment to making positive changes. My dad wasn't a financial guru. He didn't have a fancy degree or a high-paying job. He was just an ordinary man with extraordinary wisdom, but he possessed something far more valuable: common sense and a strong work ethic. He believed in the power of hard work and the importance of being practical. He taught me the importance of living within our means, understanding that financial stability starts with spending less than you earn, saving for a rainy day, and always being prepared for unexpected expenses, and avoiding debt like the plague. He would always say, "Debt is a trap that can rob you of your future." One of his favorite sayings was, "If you can't afford to pay cash for it, you can't afford it." This was his way of teaching me the value of money and the importance of financial discipline. This simple principle has stuck with me throughout my life. It's a constant reminder to live within my means. It's kept me from making impulsive purchases and racking up credit card debt. Instead, I've learned to make thoughtful and deliberate financial decisions. Dad also stressed the importance of giving back to our community. He believed that true wealth wasn't just about accumulating money. He believed that true wealth wasn't measured by how much money you had, but by how much you helped others. He would often say, "A rich life is one filled with generosity, but by how much you helped others." This lesson instilled in me a sense of gratitude and a desire to use my financial resources for good. This lesson instilled in me a sense of gratitude and a desire to use my financial resources for good. It taught me that money is a tool to create positive change. These lessons may seem basic, but they've had a profound impact on my life. They are the foundation of my financial philosophy, but they've had a profound impact on my life. They've given me the financial freedom to pursue my passions, weather economic storms, and live a life of purpose. They've given me the financial freedom to pursue my passions, weather economic storms, and live a life of purpose. These simple lessons from my dad have truly shaped who I am today, and live a life of purpose. His wisdom continues to guide me, reminding me that the simplest lessons often have the biggest impact. I'll admit there were times when I didn't listen to my dad's advice. I thought I knew better, that I could handle things on my own without his guidance. Fresh out of college, with my first real job and a credit card burning a hole in my pocket, I thought I had it all figured out. I was eager to enjoy my newfound independence and financial freedom. I started making impulsive purchases, buying things I didn't really need just because I could. It felt good at the moment, but I didn't realize the long-term impact. Eating out all the time and racking up debt. I was living in the moment, not thinking about the future or the consequences of my actions. It didn't take long for the consequences to catch up with me. The bills started piling up and I found myself struggling to keep up with payments. I was stressed, anxious, and living paycheck to paycheck. The financial freedom I once felt had turned into a heavy burden. I had dug myself into a hole and I didn't know how to get out. The weight of my debt was overwhelming and I felt trapped. That's when I remembered my dad's words, "If you can't afford to pay cash for it, you can't afford it." His advice echoed in my mind and I realized he was right all along. I knew I needed to make a change. I couldn't continue down this path and expect things to get better on their own. I cut up my credit cards, created a budget, and committed to living within my means. It was a tough decision but a necessary one. I started attacking my debt with a vengeance. Every extra dollar went towards paying off what I owed, and slowly but surely, I began to see progress. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. The sacrifices I made were small compared to the relief I felt as my debt decreased. The relief I felt when I finally became debt-free was indescribable. It was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. It was a powerful lesson in the importance of delayed gratification, living within my means, and making wise financial choices. My dad's advice had been a guiding light, and I was grateful for it. Looking back, I'm incredibly grateful for my dad's financial guidance. His lessons weren't always glamorous or exciting, but they were practical, timeless, and rooted in common sense. They've served me well throughout my life, allowing me to achieve financial security and peace of mind. More importantly, my dad's legacy extends far beyond money. He taught me the importance of hard work, integrity, and generosity. He showed me that true wealth is about more than just dollars and cents. It's about living a life of purpose, making a difference in the world, and leaving a positive impact on those around us. These are the lessons I hope to pass down to my own children. I want them to understand that money is a tool. It can be used for good or for bad. It's up to us to make wise choices that align with our values and create a brighter future for ourselves and generations to come. We all have a financial story. It's shaped by our upbringing, our experiences, and the lessons we've learned along the way. The key is to become aware of our financial influences, both positive and negative, so we can make conscious choices that empower us to achieve our goals. Take some time to reflect on your own financial journey. What money messages did you receive growing up? How have they impacted your financial habits and beliefs? Are there any negative patterns you need to break free from? Remember, it's never too late to rewrite your financial story. By embracing the wisdom of those who came before us, seeking out knowledge and making intentional choices, we can create a brighter financial future for ourselves and generations to come. The power is in our hands.